Valentine TV. I just wanted to play y'all a little clip from shout out to the sauce. But did y'all know that one of the officers that was involved in the George Floyd, murking, you know what I'm talking about, is already out. I just heard it just now, and I just wanted to play y'all a little clip, and I hope the sauce don't mind, but I just have to. All right, hold on 1 second, okay?
Convicted in connection to the George Floyd murder has already been released from prison. Minneapolis police officers convicted in the murder of George Floyd is out of prison. Thomas Kiernan Lane was released from federal custody of the Federal Bureau of Prisons in the last couple of hours. In 2022, Lane was convicted of violating Floyd's civil rights. Former officer Derek Chauvin was convicted of Floyd's murder. Lane served 2.5 years in a federal prison in Colorado. Oh my goodness, I'm just over here shaking my head because this right here is an absolute travesty. I mean, how in the world is this dude back out walking the streets after 2 years when he participated in the murder of George Floyd? Okay, yeah, he might not have put his knee on George's neck, but he stood there and watched and did absolutely nothing to stop his fellow police officer. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, you got black dudes sitting in jail for 10, 20, 30 years. I mean, sitting in Rikers for like 30 years for selling a little weed, which is now legal, might I add, but they're still sitting in jail, whereas this dude who participated in a modern day lynching is now free to go home. I mean, that right there is crazy. But you know what it tells me? It tells me that here we are in 2024 and black lives still don't matter. Because how in the world does this dude get less time than Jacobia Grimes, who was sentenced to 20 years to life in prison after he was convicted of stealing just $31 worth of candy bars from Dollar General? Are you trying to tell me that $31 worth of like Hershey's and M&M's is worth more than George Floyd's life? I mean, come on, make it make sense. There's no way in the world that this dude right here should have been out of jail in 2 years or less. Listen, let me know what you guys think. Do you believe that this police officer served enough time for his crime? Let me know in the comments. And also, let me say this. All of these white cops and black people like Sandra Massey has got to stop. And in order to make it stop, we've got to make some changes. So I believe that they need to change the requirements for what it takes to become a police officer. Right now, in most major cities like New York City, to be hired as an officer with the police department, candidates must be U.S. citizens and at least 21 years of age, hold a high school diploma, and have at least 60 college credits with a minimum of a 2.0 GPA in most jurisdictions. So, as you can see, the bar is not set that high. So, from this day forward, I believe that all potential new hires to the police department should also be required to have 12 credits of African American studies courses under their belts before they can place a gun or a holster on their belts, because this would ensure that whoever you're hiring to the police department at least has a little bit of knowledge about our history and culture, and also has had positive contacts with black people before they were put on the force. And I know somebody's going to come through and say, yeah, Source, but that's not fair, because then what do black candidates have to do? Listen, they got to do the same thing, because you'd be surprised, but a lot of black folks don't know their history and culture either. And I know somebody else is going to come in the comment section like, Source, that idea is whack. Okay, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But if you have a better idea, share it. Because complaining about things without offering solutions does not solve the problem. Listen, if you can think of a way that we can get some of these racist white cops to stop and black people in the streets, please let me know. Because this has got to stop. And we gotta find ways to try to stop it. And please, please, don't come in the comments talking about defund the police. They're not gonna defund the police. And if they do defund the police, the next time you get robbed and you call the police are gonna pick up and be like, okay, we can send a cop out there, but that's gonna be $39.99. How are you gonna pay? Cash or charge? You don't want that. Now, check this out. The other day, Jennifer Lewis jumped online and she sung a song to...
Okay. That is all I wanted to show. And I hope she doesn't mind me showing that. But yes, this is Valentine TV. I just thought I would, just show y'all a little bit of the George Floyd, and that the cop, he's already out. He wasn't even, he was in there 2 years. And you got, like she said, somebody's in there for setting a little Mary Jane. They got like 30 years and they still sitting in there. Okay. But anyway, y'all please subscribe to my channel. Please, please, please. I need y'all desperately. Desperately. What? Alright, the warrior, watch it. Don't do that. I'm not that type, okay? Respect me. Thank you so much. And subscribe to the channel while you at it. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to share the George Floyd. Um, that's all I wanted to show. And I will talk to y'all later. Y'all be safe out there. Y'all know. There's some people out there that everything ain't what it seems. Alright, I love y'all. Be safe. Bye.